Hello, everyone. Welcome back again on another live stream on YouTube. I hope everybody's doing good. Fantastic. Hold on, I think I'm. 1 second. There's a technical issue. Hold on. I don't know what was that, but anyways, I hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing fantastic, by the way. Especially when it comes to topics like this, phenomenal topics. Bring topics like this regarding Islam, whether it's talking about Muhammad and being bewitched or, Tawheed or anything. So if you guys can go ahead and just smash the like button, share the live with everyone, because we will be showing a lot of sources to demonstrate to you guys and show you how their prophet that they trust, that he was bewitched. Okay. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and before I actually start, I'm gonna go ahead and start a prayer in Aramaic, my language, because a lot of people have been asking me, to start a prayer in Aramaic. So I'll be doing Shemit Baba, Brona, بتخش بلد جديدة رسمية باش خش شموخ نتيابة هاوي مخ نختي رسمية هذا خمرة هلا لا مخانة تلو روخطانا ضياتا دمك شكرا لانا تختالي إلا لما بردت جورابا إلا مخالص بسبب ديو الملكوثة بعد العام شمت بابا روح خالها Amen. Amazing. Let's get started, guys. Right. Let me go ahead and pull up the sources. Gonna be going on, on a lot of sources today, so we have a lot of things to show. For the ones that are watching on TikTok, if you could just hit the like button, share the live. I'm streaming on YouTube. If you want to go over there and watch, it's up to you. But in the meantime, if you could just smash that like button, man, and share that live. Alrighty, let's start off with some hadith. Then we'll just go over. Okay. Okay, there we go. Sahih Bukhari. Alrighty. Okay, so we do have on the screen. This is Fath al-Bari. For the ones that doesn't know, this is Fath al-Bari. Okay, بشرح Sahih al-Bukhari. From who? From Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani. Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, he's a commentary. Okay, he gives, an explanation or commentaries, on regarding the book of Fath al-Bari. Let's see what he says. And he says over here, ما يكون من السحر إذا كان كذا فقال يا عائشة أعلمت أن الله قد أفتاني فيها استفيت فيه أتاني رجلان. Okay, there's two guys that have came towards the Prophet. As a matter of fact, let me just go ahead and translate it in English so that way you guys could just see it right away. The Messenger of Allah, was coming to a woman, but he was not. Thought he was coming to a woman, but he was not. He was imagining. Why is that? Because he was bewitched until he thought that he was coming to a woman, but he was not. But then Sufyan, what does Sufyan says? This is the most severe form of a magic. when it is like this. So he said, "Oh Aisha, do you know that God has given me a fatwa regarding what I asked at him? About two men came to me. One of them sat on my head and the other at my feet. So the one at my head said to the other, 'What is the matter with the man?' He said, 'He is bewitched.' He said, 'Who is his spell?' Okay. Labid bin Asam. And what was he from? He was from Banu Zuraiq. And what was he? He was an ally, a Jew ally. Okay. So a Jew guy that bewitched the Prophet. Okay. And he was a hypocrite. So we could see that the one that actually, gave the magic, it was a Jew guy. He was an ally of the Jews. Okay. He's the one that played the magic on the Prophet. Okay. Now, let's go further, because I would like to, touch on this point as well, the one that I'm actually showing. Okay. Now, what does Al-Bukhari and Muslim says? Okay, رواه البخاري والمسلم واللفظ للبخاري عن عائشة رضي الله عنها سحر رسول الله. The Prophet was magicked. He was, you know what I mean, he was played magic on him. Same thing. رجل من بني زريق. يقال له لبيت بن الأعصام حتى كان رسول الله يخيل إليه أنه كان يفعل شيء وما فعله. He was imagining that he was doing something, but he was not doing anything. Okay. حتى إذا كان ذات يوم أو ذات ليلة وهو عندي لكنه دعا ودعا ثم قال يا عائشة أشعرت إن الله أفتاني فيها استفيت فيه. Okay. And it goes on and it says, okay, that the Jew guy is the one that actually bewitched the Prophet. But wait a minute. I would like to, ask this question to Muslims before I go further. Muslim Sunnis, you guys believe that the Prophet is sinless, right? You guys believe that he's sinless. He can't make any mistakes or any of that. Why? Because according to the Quran, that Allah will protect all the prophets. This is what the Quran says. It says he will protect all the prophets. Okay? So now, if Allah has given his promise that he will protect all the prophets, but we can see clearly that the Prophet was bewitched, what does that tell us? That Allah couldn't fulfill his promise. Why? Because he said something that he will protect his prophets from any harm, But then we can see that the Prophet was bewitched, for 6 months, by the way, guys. And I'll show you guys, where he was bewitched, obviously, for 6 months. Okay? That the magic was played on him. Now, let's go further. Let me actually open up a ayah Qur'aniyya, okay? Surah Al-Hajj, okay, 52. What does it say? Let me just zoom in for a little bit so that way everybody could see. It says, and we did not send before you any messenger or prophet except that when he spoke or recited, Satan threw into it some misunderstanding, but Allah abolishes it, that when Satan throws in. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا مِنْ قَبْلِكَ مِنْ رَسُولٍ وَلَا نَبِيٍّ إِلَّا إِذَا تَمَنَّى أَلْقَى الشَّيْطَانُ فِي أُمْنِيَّتِهِ. So we can see clearly, okay, that the shaitan himself, okay, what is he doing? Before they recite, Satan will propose, okay, and will throw into it. That means he's already, okay, possessing them. And we can see that in Surah Al-Hajj 52, by the way. Now, let me show you guys this. This is regarding تخريج أحاديث وآثار كتاب في ظلال القرآن. Okay, Surah Al-Alq. Hadith Aisha, herself Aisha, by the way. She's the one that is given the qawl of hers. What does she says? The first revelation that the Messenger of Allah, okay, began with the true revelation. Okay, then it continues and it says, watch this. Okay. He came to me while I was sleeping with the piece of brocade in which there was a book. And he said, read. I said, why? What should I read? He seduced me until I thought it was death. Wait a minute. He seduced me until I thought it was death? Is that what kind of a jinn is that? And it continues, it says, then he realized me and said, read. I said, what should I read? And I only said that to ransom myself from being returned to me with same as he did to me. He said, read in the name of your Lord who created, until he's saying he taught man that which he knew or not. He said, I read it. Then he finished. Then he left me and I woke up from my sleep. So we can see clearly that even during the cave of Muhammad, him receiving the first revelation, it was a joke. He was dreaming, thinking that it was an angel, but it was not an angel. It was a Satan himself, okay, that was possessing Muhammad and telling him, read, okay, and he would not read. But then what did he say? He said, he seduced me until I thought it was a death. Wait, what kind of an angel that would do such an act of that? Okay, but then Muhammad continues and says, it was a dream. So I read it, finished it, okay, but then he says, it was a dream. How can we trust a man that wakes up from a dream and says, you know what? I received the revelation from Allah. How can I trust that? There's no eyewitnesses. There's nobody out there. No one that actually shows me and demonstrate to me that, that revelation was a true revelation. There is no evidence whatsoever, by the way. And it's crazy to me that they always, oh, we have, we depend on the revelations. But at the same time, even your own revelations are not based on truth at all. Now, let me show you guys Tafsir al-Tabari, Ibn Jurayj al-Tabari. He's one of the giant mufassir, by the way, for the ones that doesn't know. He's given a tafsir regarding an ayah. Okay? And what does he say? Watch this, because this is going to be an interesting one as well. Okay? Let me go ahead and hold on, so that way everybody knows. Same thing, and similar to what I'm actually reading. I showed you guys over there. It was a dream. Now look at this. Claims that revelation is being sent to him. He said, he's telling the truth. Then he recited, shall I inform you upon whom the devils descend? Oof, wait a minute. So he recited and said, shall I inform you upon the devils descend? They descend upon every liar, sinful person. Wait a minute, guys. Did Muhammad ever lie? Did he ever sin? Of course he did sin. He was a sinful person. He was going against the 10 Commandments. He went against the 10 Commandments. He went against everything. So, if the devils will descend, okay, then once they recite it and he's telling the truth, then Here it says, then he recited it. And it continues and it says, shall I inform you upon whom the devils descend? They descend upon who? Upon every liar and sinful person. But we know that Muhammad was that type of person. He was that type of person. Right, guys? I hope you guys are taking notes and and smashing that button, Keep smashing that button and share the live, by the way. We had a technical issues earlier, but we got it solved. Man. Let's go further, guys. Okay. Let's go further. Let me show you guys this hadith real quick. Okay, it was narrated by Aisha herself. But by the way, most of these hadith was narrated by Aisha. Aisha says, once the Prophet was bewitched, so that he began to imagine that he had done a thing which in effect he had not done. What was he imagining, guys? I'll tell you guys what he was imagining. He was imagining that he was, sleeping with another woman, but then he was not. He was imagining that he was doing that act, but he was not. That's exactly what it was. And what book is this? It was Sahih al-Bukhari 75, by the way, for the ones that doesn't know, if they want it. Okay. Now let's get to the actual books that I will be showing. Let's get to the actual books. Okay. Just give me 1 second. All right, there you go. Okay. Asrar, this is regarding the book of Asrar al-Sihr. Okay, from who? Ta'lif al-Sheikh Ali Ahmed bin Ahmed Abdul Al. Okay, what is he? He is from Ahl al-Quran wal Sunnah. Okay, what does he say? Watch this. على قدر المدة التي مكث النبي فيها في السحر حتى ظفر به في جامع معمر عن الزهري أنه لبث 6 أشهر. He was bewitched for 6 months. This is what he's saying. Az-Zuhri saying, Az-Zuhri is saying that the Prophet was bewitched for 6 months. Then it continues and says, كذا قالوا وقد وجدناه موصولا بإسناد الصحيح فهو المعتمد. And what is the isnad of the hadith? الصحيح. He used to imagine that he has done something, but he didn't do anything. What here? ويخيل إليه أنه كان يفعل شيء وما فعله. He was not doing anything. He used to imagine that he was doing something. Okay. Now let me show you guys another book. Fath al-Bari بشرح, like I said, the same book that I showed you guys, but a different one. Fath al-Bari بشرح Sahih al-Bukhari. Commentary from Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani. He's given a commentary regarding the book. He's given a commentary regarding the book. Now let me show you guys what he says as well regarding his book. The page is 246. Here's what it says. السحر الذي هو من تأثيرات الأرواح الخبيثة. Wow. The magic, it's from the demonic spirits. The magic is from the demonic spirits. السحر الذي هو من تأثيرات الأرواح الخبيثة. So the Prophet was a demonic possessed. He had that demonic spirit in him for 6 months, guys. For 6 months. والسحر هو في القلوب الضعيفة. Wow. I thought that Allah was going to protect the Prophet. How come he couldn't protect the Prophet? How come he couldn't protect the Prophet? Because what does it say here? It says السحر هو في القلوب الضعيفة. The magic will enter upon the weak hearts. I thought the Prophet was sinless. According to the Quran, Allah says that He will protect the Prophet from any harm to him, that nothing is going to cause harm to him. How come the Prophet is getting bewitched for 6 months? Okay, and he was demonic possessed. That's the real question that I would like to ask any Muslims. Please, once I'm done, okay, you guys could come up. We can have a dialogue, but a respectful dialogue. My challenge is to you guys. Tell me how your prophet was bewitched for 6 months, okay? And not only that, and the magic that was played on him is from a demonic spirit. Demonic, he was possessed. Okay? Please explain to me, how does that even follow when Allah says, according to the Quran, that He will protect the Prophet from any harm, okay, that will come to him. So nothing is going to cause harm to him. But yet we can see, according to the books of Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, and a hadith says that the Prophet was bewitched. But according to the Quran, says that Allah is going to protect the Prophet from any harm. Please come up and explain that to me, because I would like to get an explanation regarding it. I would like to get an answer for that. I seriously want to get an answer. Okay? So now I'm going to go ahead and open up. For the ones on TikTok, if you want to come up and have a dialect, you're more than welcome to come up and have a dialect. For the ones on YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and post the link. You could come up as well. You're more than welcome to do so. You know, let's have a dialogue and tell me, how does that not contradict, or how can you trust a prophet that was bewitched for 6 months? Please explain that to me. That doesn't make no sense. Here, there you go. I just posted the link. Okay. Please tell me, or explain to me, how the prophet, you know, how can you trust a prophet that was bewitched for 6 months? I would like you to actually answer this question, because it doesn't even follow. It just contradicts. Why do I say that? It contradicts. You guys want to know why I say that? Because if the Quran is saying, which is Allah's words, He's saying that nothing is going to happen to the prophet from any harm, you know, and he's not going to be, you know what I mean, possessed, and nothing is going to cause harm to him. But yet we can see that he was bewitched for 6 months, and he was demonic possessed. He had that demonic spirit. Then how can you trust that prophet? I just posted the link, StreamYard, okay, and I pinned it. So if you want to come up, you're more than welcome to come up. Let's have a dialogue regarding this topic. Okay, in the meantime, I hope you guys are doing good. Please smash that button, share that live with everybody. You know, let's take a look at some comments. Let's see, what do we have here? Okay, I have someone Islamic. He's saying, you know, Soph, King Soph, don't lie. King Soph, don't lie. Do not lie, King Soph. Do not lie, please, King Soph. No, don't do that, King Soph. But King Soph's bringing evidence into the table. So why you're, you know, come on, man. Yeah, you can't make this up, man. Can't make this up, man. I guess we have someone on a TikTok. Let's see if he's gonna behave, because he's a child. That, you know, that we have to always, you know what I mean, teach him. But let's see if he's gonna behave this time. What's going on?
Hello.
What's going on?
So what's good, man? How you doing?
Doing good, man. How about yourself? Can't
Bro,
complain.
okay.
Are you here to engage with the topic?
Sure, bro. I agree with the topic.
Huh?
I think Mohammed was bewitched, yes.
Okay, was he bewitched for 6 months?
No.
No? How long was
6 months,
Mohammed bewitched
actually,
for?
I don't know. I don't know how long the time was, but I think he was bewitched, yeah.
Yeah, he was bewitched for 6 months, according to the book of Fath al-Bari, when Ibn Hajar Asqalani is given a commentary regarding, Sahih al-Bukhari, So yeah, I showed it, and it says within 6 months he was bewitched. Yeah, and
Okay.
and not only that, that demonic spirit. that magic that he was bewitched. السحر الذي هو من تأثيرات الأرواح الخبيثة. You know what
That's
does it mean,
correct.
right? Exactly. Okay.
It
Now,
was from the strongest of sihr. Yeah.
yeah, which is what? Which it was a demonic spirit, right? It was a demonic possession. Okay. So
Yeah, all sihr is demonic.
correct. I agree with you, of course. Now, my question is, now there is a surah in the Quran where it says that Allah is going to protect the prophets from any harm, from any, you know what I mean, any demonic spirits and this and that. So
It doesn't say it's going to protect them from demonic spirits. It doesn't say that.
what does it say then?
That doesn't say that. I mean, you can give me the verse.
Okay, I'll give you the verse. Here. So you believe that the prophets are sinless, correct?
Is what?
You believe that the prophets are sinless, correct?
Yes. Yeah, sinless, yeah.
Okay, if they're sinless, how can they be wished?
There's no contradiction.
Okay, what does it mean for someone to be sinless? That means that nothing's gonna cause harm to him, correct?
No,
Wait, what?
I disagree with that.
Wait, so for someone to be a sinless, that means that nothing would enter that person. That means he's not gonna sin at all. Because being sinless is not committing a sin. Okay, and when you don't commit a sin, that means you're not gonna be possessed as well.
That's not true.
What do you mean that's not true?
I disagree with that.
Why do you disagree with that?
Because in Islam, you can do sihr on anybody.
But the sihr is from where? From what? From
It's
demonic.
From the jinn.
It's literally demonic. You know what I mean? Spirits.
What? It's black magic. It's sihr.
Yeah, sihr. But what is a sihr? The sihr is demonic still. It's still considered to be a demonic things, right? That from shaitan, correct?
Well, of course.
Exactly. So if the sihr is demonic from shaitan, but then the prophet is sinless, okay, then how come he was bewitched for 6 months?
Yeah, just because you're sinless, you can still be affected by jinn and shaitan. Yeah, the strongest sihr was used against him, and the only thing that was done to him was that he thought he slept with his wives when he didn't. So
That's one of them.
I mean, no, that's the only thing that happened. But
Well, yeah. He thought that he was imagining that he was doing something to his wife, but he wasn't.
The strongest sahir in Arabia did that to him, and the only thing what happened was that he thought he slept with his wives when he didn't. So
Okay, but do you believe that the guy? But do you believe that the guy that did it to him, he was an ally of Jews?
I don't really know the guy's name.
Yeah, he was an ally from Jews, with Jews.
Okay.
That's the guy that did. You know what I mean? That did that to him.
He's a Jew? No problem.
I'm not sure exactly if he's a Jew, but he was an ally with a Jew. So I'm assuming he was probably a Jew. I don't know. But anyways.
No, مش مشكلة.
Okay. Anyways. There you go. Open up 567.
Okay.
567. Okay, and read it to us, please, if you can. Or you know what? I could just open it up. That's not fine. I'll go ahead and put on my. Hold on. There, 567. It says. This is what it says. Let me go ahead and share my screen with. Hold on. Just 1 second. Okay, here's what it says. It says, O messenger, announce that which has been revealed to you from your Lord, and if you do not, then you have not conveyed his message, and Allah will protect you from the people. Okay, if Allah is going to protect him from the people, but we know that the people did that magic to him. How come he couldn't protect him from that ally guy? The guy. Let's say he was a Jew, for example. How come he couldn't protect him from that guy? What he played that magic on a prophet, and he was possessed by.
He chose not to.
But hold on. You consider Allah's words to be uncreated and eternal, correct? Allah can contradict himself by saying, right, but
his words are not eternal; they're uncreated.
Oh, so you don't believe that his words are eternal? What does it mean for something to be uncreated?
No. It means like غير مخلوق, like it doesn't have parts. It's not created. It's not like there's no like.
So it has no beginning. Okay, so basically you're saying it has no beginning, but it has an end. Is that what you're saying?
No. The Quran has a beginning. The Quran has a beginning.
The Quran has a beginning? You just said that it's uncreated.
Yes.
Okay, what do you mean it has a beginning? So you're saying that it was created?
No, it's uncreated.
Interesting. But anyways, what I was trying to tell you is...
You know the definition of Sarmadi?
Sarmadi?
Sarmadi, yes.
No.
Sarmadi is eternal. Al-Quran غير سرمدي. غير.
That's fine. Now, my question is, if Allah gave a promise, and he's all-knowing, and he said that nothing's going to happen to to the prophet, that nobody's going to touch him, how come he was bewitched for 6 months?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, sir.
Go ahead.
No, go. You go.
Wait, your voice is very delayed. Like you're talking, and now I'm hearing your voice 2 seconds after.
I know.
I don't know if that's my problem or my problem.
I think it's me. Hold on. Just give me a second. Hold on.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't know why he's doing that. That's kind of weird. But go ahead. Is it good now?
Yeah, it's better. Okay, then. So, as we can see from the context, is that the Prophet ﷺ, we can tell this was from the beginning of his prophethood, because the Prophet ﷺ was told to balligh, to go and spread the message, to go give the people the message. This indicates that it was from the beginning, and the Prophet ﷺ, he could have been scared of people coming and trying to unalive him. So the Prophet said that Allah Jalla wa Ala will protect you as you try and spread your message, right? And we see that nobody unalived him in his process of him spreading the message. When he got bewitched, he wasn't unalived. That's number one. Number two, the tabligh was already done when he was actually bewitched. So Allah Jalla wa Ala actually promised him that he would not die, or like no one would harm him in the sense that he won't die, because he's been harmed in the past, but he never died, and the tabligh continued.
Okay, but you're saying that nothing, that he didn't die, he didn't this and that, but that's not what I'm actually talking about. You don't have to die, for you to get possessed. I mean, come on. Like when Allah says that He will protect this person, that doesn't mean that he has to die for Him to protect him. No, He could just protect him from any harm. You know what I mean? Like, for example, Allah could protect me from from people that are coming at me and trying to cause harm to me. You see what I'm saying? So when Allah is saying, given a promise that He's going to protect the Prophet, then He's given that promise that He will protect the Prophet. Now, if the Prophet was bewitched, the magic was played on him, afterwards it was played on him, and then it was inside of him for 6 months. 6 months until the Surah Al-Falaq Wan-Nas came down.
I don't know about 6 months, but I'm just going with you. I don't know.
6 months. You want me to show you? Okay, sure. Here. Let me show you. So that way you don't say that I'm, you know what I mean? Because I don't like.
I'm not saying you're lying. I'm saying I'm not. I'm just never seen that before. But if it's true, it's true. Khalas.
No, it's okay. I'll just show it. It's from Kitab Asrar al-Sihr. Okay. And then his name is Al-Sheikh Ali Ahmed Abdul Al. Okay. Where is he? He's a رئيس جمعية. He's a رئيس جمعية أهل القرآن والسنة.
You said Fath al-Bari.
No, I said Fath al-Bari, that he was bewitched. The demonic spirit that it had on him. But for 6 months, for 6 months, I'm proving it from Asrar al-Sihr. Okay.
What's the book, Habib? Asrar al-Sihr?
Yes.
And who's the author? Who's the mu'allif?
He's mu'allif ta'lif al-Sheikh Ali Ahmed Abdul Al. Okay.
Look up the book real quick.
Yeah. أحمد عبد العال الطهطهاوي. Okay, الطهطهاوي. He is رئيس جمعية أهل القرآن والسنة. Now I'll go ahead and put it on the screen again for the ones that are watching on YouTube. Let me go ahead and put it up so people can see it and, you know. Okay, there you go. Okay, what does it say? It says, شوف. I'm about to go ahead and read it. It says, على قدر المدة التي مكث النبي فيها في السحر حتى ظفرت به في جامع معمر عن الزهري إنه لبث 6 أشهر. لبث 6 أشهر. أوكي. كذا قال وقد وجدناه موصولا بإسناد الصحيح فهو المعتمد. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
No problem.
إنه لبث 6 أشهر. That he was bewitched for 6 months, right?
Okay, no problem.
Okay. So now, the question that I would like to.
Your voice is doing the same thing, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know why he's doing that. Yeah, I really don't know why. Can you guys hear me, everybody, on the ones that are watching?
I can hear you, but it's like really delayed.
That's kind of weird. Well, anyways, let's just deal with it the way that it is. I mean, what can we do? So the question is, if Allah says that He will protect His prophet, okay, from any harm. I mean, if He's going to say that He will protect him, then He's going to protect him from any harm. You know, He's not going to leave him straight, right? Then
I disagree.
Wait, do you disagree on what?
That He will protect him from any harm. I disagree with that.
So when the ayah says that, O Messenger, okay, have been revealed from the Lord, okay, then it continues, it says, and if you do not, then you have not conveyed His message, and Allah will protect you from the people. What does it mean from when Allah says that He will protect you from the people?
Al-Qatlu.
Al-Qatlu?
Yes.
Wait, where does it say Al-Qatlu only?
The context, because the context is that in the beginning of the Prophet ﷺ's life, many people trying to unalive him, such as Abu Jahl, Uqba and Abi Mu'ayyad, and Allah Jalla wa Ala protected him from death because he was still trying to do tabligh al-risala, and he died after the tabligh was finished. So when it says al-difa' يعني al-qatl, so he is going to be protected from the unaliving until he does tabligh of the risala, of the message. That's what it means. It doesn't mean that he'll be protected from something that happens here and there.
Okay. Well, it doesn't say that because Allah is saying, basically, He's saying that He will protect you from the people. So now, when Allah is given that revelation and saying that He will protect you from the people, now we can see that the guy from Allah, I mean, he's a Jew or whatever, he's the one that, you know what I mean, played that magic on the Prophet. And you guys believe that the Prophet is sinless. And this is a huge problem. It's a huge problem. Why do I say that? Because if a person is sinless, that means he's not going to commit any sins, first of all. Second of all, that not one demonic spirit will get on him. Okay? Yeah. Not one demonic spirit will get on him. Because being a sinless is not committing a sin. You know what I mean? And not getting bewitched. Okay?
I don't agree with that.
At all. Yeah, because here's the thing. When you're sinless, what does it mean for somebody to be a sinless? Can you please just give us an explanation for a person being a sinless?
One who does not disobey God intentionally, and one who has no sin accounted on his account.
And what else? Do you sin while you're sinless?
No. If you're sinless, then you won't sin.
Okay, so if you're sinless, you won't sin. That means...
No. I mean, like a baby is sinless, but they will grow up and become to sin. But you mean like the Prophet, he's already dead and he's sinless, yeah. Like he can't sin because he's dead, obviously.
Well, I'm not saying when he's dead. I'm talking about during his time, because you guys believe that he's sinless. He's معصوم من الغلط, معصوم من الخطيئة. Because if you're gonna say that sinless is معصوم من الخطيئة.
No, this is a Shia belief, Habibi.
No, this is what sinless is. If you translate it to Arabic, it says معصوم من الخطيئة.
Isma is infallibility. The Prophet's not infallible.
Okay, when you say sinless, what do you mean by sinless then?
I mean that he can make mistakes, but he can't sin. We don't affirm Isma, Habibi. That's a Shia belief.
He can make mistakes, but he can't sin?
نعم, هذا صحيح.
What mistakes are you talking about when he makes mistakes? As of what?
Yeah, like for example, he can make mistakes in just the regular life. He can make mistakes in like battle, for example. Like he is not like the perfect warrior. He can make mistakes. He also can when he can do something wrong and God can come and correct him. So infallibility means that you can't do anything wrong. The Prophet can do wrong. We don't affirm Isma. The Shia affirm Isma.
Okay, so basically you're saying that he would not sin, but he will make mistakes.
Sahih, there you go.
That doesn't even make sense, but not a problem.
Okay.
That doesn't even follow, to be honest with you. With all due respect, it doesn't even follow because...
How?
Because when you make mistakes, what do you do? Do you follow into a sin when you make mistakes? You know what? What is a mistake?
Every sin is a mistake, but not every mistake is a sin.
Thank you so much. Every sin is a mistake, right?
But
and not every mistake is a sin?
Not every mistake is a sin now.
Interesting, but not a problem. 1542, you will certainly have no authority over my servants except the divine who follows you.
Huh?
1542, Surah to 1542, what does it say? It says, you will certainly have no authority over my servants. Okay. ليس لك عليهم. Okay. No authority. Okay. Then it continues to say, except the divine who follow you.
I don't understand what you're saying. I'm gonna go look at it.
The point that I'm trying to make over here, okay, is when you say he's sinless, but he only makes mistakes, that doesn't even follow. Okay? But by the way, okay, go ahead and come back. Not a problem. I'll just wait for you.
All right, come back.
You're back?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead, read it.
Okay. Watch this. Hold on, give me a second.
All right.
Hmm. 1542. Okay. So, what mistakes has he done?
According to Tafsir ibn Kathir in chapter 3, I can get you the verse. The Prophet ﷺ, he was in the battle of Uhud one day, and the people, they betrayed him, his people. And the Prophet ﷺ said, Ya Allah, curse fulan wa fulan, curse fulan wa fulan, curse fulan fulan, ila akhir al-hadith. He told God to please curse this kafir, curse him. Then Allah Jalla wa ala revealed the verse. He said, لَيْسَ لَكَ مِنَ الْأَمْرِ شَيْءٍ. Okay, he said, you have no authority of if I invite them to forgiveness or if I punish them. Okay, that's a mistake the Prophet ﷺ has made. But that wouldn't count as a sin because what he did wasn't sinful.
So let me ask you a question. Did he go against Allah as well?
Okay, yeah. So this is why it's a mistake because God didn't reveal to him this is wrong.
No, but what I'm asking is, well, he should have known better, right? Right?
Yeah,
since he's a prophet, he should have known better, you know?
That's why it's a mistake. He's not ma'asum, remember?
Yes, but did he go against Allah's will?
Did he go against Allah's will?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So
yeah, he made a mistake. That's not sinful. Because he didn't know. He was ghafil. Amma fa'al.
Okay. Since you're saying he was a ghafil, that means he doesn't know. How can he be a sinless when he doesn't know? For example, for me to be a sinless, that means I have to know not to commit a sin, correct?
No, that's the Shi'i belief, bro.
Wait, what?
Bro, we're not. The Prophet's
What
not
do you mean?
ma'asum.
What Shi'a belief we're talking? We're talking about in general. We're talking about for you to be a sinless. Hold on, just 1 second. For you to be a sinless, that means you have to know, what's it called? What you have committed, whether it's a sin or not. Okay,
Yeah.
because I can't just say that I'm sinless, but yet I'm going and committing adultery and doing this and that. It doesn't make no sense.
Adultery, adultery is a sin. The Prophet knew it was a sin. But where he asked God to curse Fulan or Fulan, he was ghafil. He didn't know that God wasn't okay with this because God didn't reveal to him that this was wrong. So that's why it's a mistake and not a sin. Now, if he did this when God revealed to him was a mistake, that would be a sin.
Okay. 53 for you, it says وما ينطق عن الهوى إن هو إلا وحي يوحى.
Yes, Habib.
What does it mean?
He does not speak of his own whims and desires in revelation.
From what does he speak? From a revelation that has been sent to him. So how did he win against Allah's will? By speaking on his own.
Go, you're lagging.
Am I lagging, guys?
You're good now.
Okay, so I'm saying, if he speaks not within his own authority, only what he reveals, only what Allah reveals to him. Okay, how come he's speaking on his own and not the authority of Allah? Wait, everybody's saying no, they can't. Hold on. Okay, good. Go. I think they're saying I'm not lagging. Go ahead.
Do you know what وَمَا يَنطِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَى means?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. وَمَا يَنطِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَى. And the now speaks from the desire, from himself. He doesn't speak from himself.
Yeah, and this is referring to he does not make up things of the religion. That's why we say he's ma'sum and wahi. He's ma'sum and wahi. So he can talk to his wife. That's fine. That's his whim and desire. But he can't speak of Allah's religion out of his own whims and desire. That's wrong. That's the difference.
But you said earlier. What did you say earlier to bring an example? Repeat it again.
Where he asked Allah to curse Fulan wa Fulan?
Exactly. So was it in regarding the religion, or was he speaking to his wife? I'm not talking about him speaking to his wife. You're the one that brought it up.
That doesn't contradict the verse.
How come? Okay. How does it not contradict the verse when Allah is clear as a daylight? Whatever the Prophet speaks is considered to be a divine revelation. Now, not everything. Wait. Hold on.
So, do you think
hold on. Wait. Just 1 second, please. When the Prophet speaks in the Quran, for example, in the hadith, an authentic hadith, do you consider that as a divine revelation?
Not all authentic hadith. Yeah. There's some hadith for China revelation. There's hadith where the Prophet somebody watched the Prophet eat chicken. That's not.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about where the Prophet speaks. I'm not saying when people are talking about the Prophet or testifying on behalf of the Prophet by seeing him or this and that.
There's times where the Prophet speaks and it's just nothing to do with the religion.
Okay. So you're saying basically that a prophet, not everything that the Prophet said considered to be a divine revelation, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
And according to who?
According to literally I have 1,000 hadith.
According to who? Bring me one and show me, please. Go ahead.
Okay. What do you want me to show you? Can you be exact?
Sure. If you can show me that the Prophet speaks on his own and not the authority that he gets as a revelation.
Habibi, that verse is referring to revelation, wahi, That's why Ahl-Sunnah wal Jama'ah have an ijma', right? That the Prophet ﷺ does not speak of his own whims and desires in the wahi. That's why he's ma'asum al-wahi. He is ma'asum of the revelation.
That's fine. Because here, my argument is that whatever the Prophet speaks, whether it's what's it called, a hadith, from that hadith or anything, him speaking is considered to be as a divine revelation.
Not always.
Right? Now show me otherwise, please.
You want me to show you an instance where he speaks on his own whims and desire?
No. Show me where it says that the Prophet could speak on his own authority and not the authority of Allah.
Okay, you're not understanding the verse. You're not understanding the verse.
Go. I am. Trust me. I am actually understanding the verse. Just go ahead and please show me.
Okay. The verse means that the Prophet doesn't speak of his own whims and desires and wahi, revelation. You know what that means?
Huh?
He can't make things up in the religion out of his own whims and desires. That's what it means, bro. So when he talks to his wife, that's not God telling Muhammad to say blank to his wife. No.
That's not what I'm saying. You're
Okay.
literally strawmanning me,
bro. He can speak of
bro.
his own whims and desires on normal occasions, but not on revelation.
You're strawmanning me. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is, here it says whatever the Prophet speaks, okay, he doesn't speak from his own, but what he gets as a revelation. Okay. You said now that hadith, as we can see in regarding the Prophet, okay, you said that when the Prophet speaks, not all of them are considered to be as a divine revelation. Now I'm waiting for that, please. If you could just show me where it says that not everything that the Prophet speaks is considered to be a divine revelation.
I can show you a hadith which are not Qudsi. You want to see that?
Huh?
You want to see a hadith which is not Qudsi?
No. Show me an authentic hadith that the Prophet speaks from, for example, from Sahih al-Bukhari, from the 6 authentic books, where it says, you know, that hadith that the Prophet is speaking is not considered to be a divine revelation.
So you want a hadith that says, quote, the Prophet is not...
Brother, come on. I mean, how many times do I have to tell you?
No, are you looking... What are you looking for, bro? Like I don't get it.
You said not everything that the Prophet says is considered to be a divine revelation. Now let me ask you this question. Within the 6 books of Sunnah, okay, that you guys have, when the Prophet speaks, do you consider that as a divine revelation or no?
No.
Okay, then go ahead and prove to me that the is not considered to be a divine revelation.
Okay, you want me to read in Arabic or English?
Go ahead, whatever you want. Bring me the hadith, okay, and tell me that this hadith is not considered to be a divine revelation from the Prophet. I'm not saying who testifies on the behalf of the Prophet or say something regarding the Prophet.
The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, this is him talking in a hadith. Okay, this is him talking. Okay, and I'm gonna read you the sanad, and it's Ana Rasul. Okay, so sorry, It's not Ana Rasul. It's Mawquf an Nabi. When someone is actually narrating what the Prophet is talking about here. So the Prophet's talking. And we can tell if the hadith here is Qudsi or not by what he says. So let's read.
By what he says?
Now, yeah.
How can you see the differences between each other?
Good question. Because we know that if the Prophet ﷺ has knowledge from ilm al-ghayb, then that's from usul al-hadith to assume that Allah Jalla wa Ala told him.
Wait, what? No. Come again, because you...
Okay. So, we know that if the Prophet says something in a hadith, and what he said is from ilm al-ghayb, then we assume that Jibreel alayhi salam told him.
You guys assume that Jibreel alayhi salam told him? Well, how can you guys...
Sorry, I misspoke. We know that Jibreel alayhi salam told him. Sorry, I apologize.
Interesting.
That's from usul al-hadith.
Okay, anyways, go ahead and read the hadith to me. Assume.
Okay.
Assume is the word, but go ahead.
Huh?
Assume? But go ahead, it's okay, sorry, go ahead.
No, we know.
You just said assume.
I told you I misspoke.
Go ahead. Not a problem.
I don't know how we're at this topic now, but قال بينما رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم جالس جاء يهودي قال يا أبا القاسم ضرب وجهي رجل من أصحابك فقال من قال رجل من الأنصار قال ادعوه فقال أضربته قال سمعته بالسوق يحلف والذي اصطفى موسى على البشر.
What is the hadith again?
Bukhari 2412.
Bukhari what?
2412.
2412.
أيوة.
Okay. Let me just see.
قال سمعته بالسوق يحلف والذي اصطفى موسى على البشر قلت أي خبيث على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم فأخذتني غضبة ضربت وجهه فقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم لا تخير بين الأنبياء فإن الناس يسعقون يوم القيامة فأكون أول من تنشق عنه الأرض فإذا أنا بموسى آخذ بقائمة من قوائم العشر فلا أدري أكان في من سعى.
Okay, do you consider this what? You don't consider this as a divine revelation?
No, هذا ليس حديث هذا ليس حديث قدسي.
So the prophet is speaking on his own, right? When he says that that there's differences. When the prophet sent for him and has arrival, he asked him. By the way, I'm actually reading in English so people can understand. He has beaten the Jews. Then he replied affirmably, I had him taken an oath in the market, saying, by him who gave Moses, superiority over all the human beings. I said, oh, wicked man, has Allah given Moses superiority? Even over Mohammed, I become virtuous and slapped him over his head.
Give a prophet superiority over another. You're talking about that, right?
Yeah. Then the prophet said, do not give a prophet superiority over another, for on the day of resurrection. So now, when the prophet speaks and saying this, do not give.
This part is Qudsi here. You see this part? This part is Qudsi.
So this part, hold on. Just 1 second, please. I do want to understand this. You're saying that half of the hadith is not Qudsi. It's not revelation, but then the other half is revelation?
I mean, it's very clear. Look, when Allah's messenger was sitting, a Jew came and said, oh, Abdul Qasim, one of your companions has slapped me on the face. The prophet asked who that was. The prophet asking who hit someone, that's not divine revelation, my friend. Yeah, it's not divine revelation.
Okay, that's fine. You know what? We'll get to this. Now, here's my challenge to you. Show me one scholar that says when the prophet speaks, it's not considered to be a revelation. This is my challenge to you.
In what case? In what sense have you?
When the prophet speaks, every time that he speaks, it's not considered to be a divine revelation within the 6 authentic books. Okay?
I don't believe that the prophet always speaks on his wants and desires. You have to understand that, right?
Yeah, but you're not even bringing. Now you're giving your own interpretation. When I'm actually showing you and telling you and demonstrating to you, no, he cannot speak only what he has revealed to him. Now you're the one.
This is in reference to wahi, Habibi.
Brother, it doesn't matter. How do you know that this is wahi or not?
I'll answer. I already answered that question. I'll answer it again, Habibi. Whatever is ilmul ghaib, then this will be divine revelation.
Huh?
Okay. Do you know what ilmul ghaib is?
I know what ilmul ghaib is, but what is the ilmul ghaib has to do with this? You're telling me that you can make the differences. Hold on. You can see the differences between whether it's a revelation from Allah or it's not. How can you make the differences? Are you telling me that you're all-knowing?
Am I all-knowing?
Exactly, because you're saying that we can see the differences between whether this is considered to be a revelation or not.
We can see which hadith is Qudsi and which hadith is not Qudsi now.
Okay, so basically Allah has given them, the authority, and one of his attributes is being all-knowing by actually seeing the differences between whether this is considered to be a revelation or not.
I don't need to be all-knowing to know, Habibi.
Congratulations. Let's go back to the main point that I would like to please point out.
You want to see the Kendi where he says he can speak of his own
desire? No, it's okay. Let me actually point out to my argument, because I do want to go back to my argument since, you're not even making sense. But it's okay. Let's go back to my argument.
Sense, man. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Let's go back to my argument.
Yeah.
Okay. When Muhammad was bewitched for 6 months, what was the 2 ayahs that was revealed to him?
2 ayahs?
Yes, 2 ayahs was, 2 surahs, sorry. Two surahs, sorry. Go ahead.
Chapter 113, chapter 114.
What is the name of it? Surah Al-Falaq and what? Surah Al-Nas.
Yeah, Falaq al-Nas. I don't even know if it was revealed to him. I just saw that in the comments. I need to fact check that, but even if it's true, I don't have the issue.
It was actually revealed to him, yeah.
Huh?
It was revealed to him. اقرأ بربك, okay? برب الفلق, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think.
Can I get the dalil? I'll accept it, even though I just...
Yeah, sure. Here. Let me pull it up real quick. Surah Al-Falaq. Surah Al-Falaq. Okay. قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ. Say, O Prophet, I seek refuge in the Lord of daybreak. Okay. مِنْ شَرِّ مَا خَلَقَ. Okay. From the evil. وَمِنْ شَرِّ غَاسِقٍ إِذَا وَقَبْ. صح?
Yeah, ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب. Yeah.
Okay, is this talking about the Prophet? Was this surah revealed for the Prophet? And why was it revealed? Tell us. Explain this to us.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Look, I'm not saying that this wasn't revealed in the time. I just want evidence for it. Like, I don't have a
But
problem.
why was these two surahs was revealed to the Prophet? Tell us. Explain that to us.
That's why.
Huh?
Mu'awwidhatayn.
Exactly. It is Mu'awwidhatayn. But why were they revealed? For what? What reason?
Of an-nas.
Ta'widh an-nas. So it wasn't because of the Prophet was bewitched?
Again, I don't know. I have to see evidence for that.
Wait, you have to see. Wait, you just said it's Mu'awwidhatayn. You're right. You got it.
Yeah, Mu'awwidhatayn.
You got it.
Necessarily, because the Prophet was bewitched. Even if he was and he received it, I have no issue. I don't want to just grant it to you. I want the evidence first, inshallah.
Okay. You want the evidence? Not a problem.
Inshallah. Maybe Tafsir ibn Kathir probably mentions it. I'm going to look at his.
Not a problem. Okay. There you go. Ubay bin Ka'b said, I testify that the Messenger of Allah informed me that Jibreel said to him. He said to him this. To say this.
Where are you reading this, by the way, just so I know?
From Ibn Kathir's tafsir.
Okay. Yeah, you're reading from Ibn Kathir.
Exactly. And what was the reason for this? And this verse was revealed where? In Mecca. صح ولا لا?
Yeah, it's Mecca. Yeah.
Exactly, it's Mecca. Why was it revealed?
Why? You're just asking the same question. It's Mu'awwidhatayn. I already told you.
Okay. The reason why these two surahs was revealed because the Prophet was bewitched for 6 months. This is why that these two surahs was revealed. Okay, they're telling the Prophet to say, قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ. Okay, to seek refuge in the Lord. Why? Because he was bewitched for 6 months. He was demonic possessed. Okay.
Where's the dalil? I just want to see that, bro.
The dalil is literally in front of you. What do you mean?
No, it's not.
I showed the dalil on my YouTube channel. What are you talking about?
Okay, go get your YouTube video because I don't see that. And if it is, I'll accept it. I just want to see the evidence first, bro.
The evidence for what? What do you want to see? I don't get it.
Evidence that this was brought down and he received these when he was bewitched.
Oh, you got it.
And if you bring it to me, I'll accept it. I have no issue.
Okay.
Oh, here it is, right here. In the book of Manasir of Sahih al-Bukhari, recorded that Aisha radiallahu anha said the Messenger of Allah was bewitched until he thought he had relations with his wives, but he had not had relations with them. Sufyan said, this is the worst form of magic when it reaches this stage. So the Prophet said,
according to the narration, the chapters of Falaq and Nas were revealed together to break the Jews' curse cast on our Prophet.
Alright, now what's the problem?
Okay, so now do you...
I already told you I'd accept it. I just wanted the dalil.
Okay, did you get the dalil already?
I just found it myself right here, yeah.
Yani, did you get it, yes or no? So do you agree that the Prophet was bewitched for 6 months and that's why these two surahs was revealed because of that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, beautiful. So now, since these two surahs was revealed because of the Prophet and the Prophet was bewitched, now here's my real question that I would like to ask. Can you open up 1542, please? If you could just read 1542.
Okay, I have it right here.
Okay, read it, please.
إن عبادي ليس لك عليهم سلطان إلا من اتبعك من الغاوين.
Huh?
Okay.
Since Muhammad was under the black magic of Satan, what did Muhammad? Muhammad became of what? A follower of who?
Follower of who?
Who did he become a follower of who according to 1542?
He's not following anyone here. I don't see that over here.
That's what it says. That's what the ayah says. You will certainly have no authority over my servants except the divine who follow you. Okay? If Muhammad was bewitched for 6 months, who did he become a follower of who?
No, he didn't become a follower of anyone. People followed him, the deviant who followed him.
Habibi, this is talking about the ones that have been already possessed, correct?
Okay, is Muhammad following or is he being followed?
But hold on. Is this Surah 1542 is talking about the ones that have already been possessed, right? You will certainly have no authority over my servants except the divine who follow you. Follow who? Follow who?
Muhammad, yeah.
Okay, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the argument?
Okay, if Muhammad was bewitched for 6 months, Who did become? Who did they become followers of who?
He didn't become a follower of anyone.
Who did they become followers of who, bro? Answer the question.
Muhammad himself, who did he become a follower of?
No. Who did they become followers of who?
Who's they?
You're saying that they followed Muhammad, right?
Who's they?
The people.
Who's the people?
The people that are following him, correct?
Who are the people? Who are you talking about?
The follower of Muhammad.
Which followers? The Sahaba?
Huh?
The Sahaba?
Yeah, we could talk about the Sahabis, or for example, the follower of what's it called? The follower of Satan, as well.
Satan and Sahaba here are distinct. There's a distinction between them.
Okay, the follower of Satan.
The followers of Satan?
Mm-hmm.
Who are the what do you mean followers of Satan?
Who are the followers of Satan? The ones that have been already possessed, correct?
Not necessarily. The followers of Satan are those who are like the jinn themselves, etc.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If people's, if people have been misled, okay. For example, you consider me as me being misled. Okay, you consider me that I follow. For example, I've been demonic possessed, correct?
Okay.
Okay. So if you consider me that I was demonic possessed, that means I haven't been misled, by a demonic spirit. Okay, صح ولا لا? So if Muhammad was bewitched for 6 months and he was played that magic, that strong magic in him, and that magic is a demonic spirit within himself, who did he become a follower of who?
He's not following anyone. He was just being misled by the black magic.
He was not protected. If he was not protected from any harm to him, that means he became a follower of Satan.
What?
Yes, he was following Satan because he was already misled.
What are you talking about? No, bro.
What do you mean? What am I talking about?
No. Being bewitched doesn't mean you become a follower of Satan.
Yes, you do, because you have that demonic spirit within yourself.
Bro,
Here.
What? You don't become muttabi or shaytan just if you get possessed.
Yes, you do.
Okay,
what does it mean? Okay, let me ask you a question. What does it mean for someone to have that demonic spirit in him?
To be possessed.
To be possessed. Are you still gonna follow? What do you mean, God, or are you gonna be possessed? To be far away from him.
Yeah, the Prophet wasn't far from God.
He wasn't far away from God?
No.
Wait, so you're saying that the Prophet was closest to God, but yet he was possessed, and he had that demonic spirit?
Yep.
So he was still getting revelation from Allah while he was demonic possessed?
Yep. What's the contradiction?
Did you guys hear that? Chat, did you guys hear that?
What? We believe that.
Wow! So hold on. Allah couldn't protect his prophet from that demonic spirit, and he keep sending him, a revelation to the point that Allah did not know that his prophet was demonic spirit.
No, he could have protected him from the spirit, but he chose not to.
How come? How come he chose not to, since that's his prophet?
Okay. I'm gonna read you a verse from the Quran that proves it. Surah Al-Ankabut, chapter 2. It says, أَحَسِبَ النَّاسُ أَنْ يُتْرَكُوا أَنْ يَقُولُوا آمَنَّا وَهُمْ لَا يُفْتَنُونَ. Right? It says, do people think once they say, we believe, that they will be left without being put to the test? And I have another verse that says that Allah tests the believers the most. So Muhammad was tested here. This is it.
Allah tests the believers. Is he saying specifically regarding the prophets? Because he never actually mentioned. He's not mentioning the prophets. He's talking about the believers. That one that will be, that follows him, that will accept the prophet and Allah as well. He's not talking about the prophets, because he said that the prophets will be protected from mankind. Not only that. Since he was chosen, you believe that Muhammad was chosen by Allah, right?
Yeah, Mustafa.
Beautiful. Look at this, guys. If Muhammad was chosen by Allah and he is a sinless man, Okay,
Mhm.
but yet he was possessed. He had that demonic spirit in him, possessed within himself. What does that mean to have that demonic spirit? That means you have been possessed by Satan. Satan is in you. He's playing within your head. He's playing within yourself. Yet you're telling me.
Let me read you this
Oh,
verse.
just 1 second, please. Let me finish.
Okay.
Okay, you're telling me that he was receiving still revelations from Allah to speak to people while he was demonic possessed, while the Satan is in him?
Yeah, the Satan wasn't necessarily in him. It was
Okay,
just like, it was
then please demonstrate to me and tell me, how can you trust this prophet?
I'll read it to you. Let me read you this verse first, and I can tell you how. So I'm gonna read you this, and I want you to tell me what you understand from it. It says, وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ حَتَّى نَعْلَمَ الْمُجَاهِدِينَ مِنْكُمْ الصَّابِرِينَ وَنَبْلُوَ أَخْبَارَكُم. Do you understand what that means?
Go ahead. Give us the explanation, please. Go ahead.
I'll just translate it. It says, we will certainly test you believers, or certainly test you believers, until we prove those of you who truly struggle in Allah's cause and remain steadfast and reveal how you conduct yourselves. So here, the Prophet ﷺ is a believer. He struggled in Allah's path and he was tested. That's number one. Now,
Who is a believer?
Muhammad's a believer.
Okay, but hold on. Well, Muhammad is a believer, but at the same time, he's a prophet, right? That brings prophecies and everything that was chosen by Allah, right? And you consider him to be sinless. So would you, hold on, let me just ask you a simple question. Would you say that would you compare Muhammad to any mankind? Or you know what? Would you compare Muhammad to any believer?
What do you mean by compare?
Do they have the same, would you compare them together?
No, the Prophet ﷺ, he has the highest degree.
He has, so wait a minute. So the Prophet Muhammad has the highest degree, so that there's a distinction between the believers and Muhammad, him being chosen as a prophet, correct?
He's a believer, bro. What are you talking about?
He is, okay, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with that. Habibi, he has to be a believer. Why? Because Allah chose him as a prophet. Do you agree?
Yeah, he's a believer.
Exactly.
Allah made it clear that he will cause those to be tested. Those who believe.
Exactly. Now my question is, since the prophet was, he was demonic possessed. Okay, who is the boss of the black magic? Sorry.
Who's the boss?
Who is up top of it? Like, who is the one?
Satan.
Owner of it? Satan, right?
Yes, Satan.
Okay, here's my question. For 6 months, Satan is controlling Muhammad, and Allah is sending him revelations.
Not necessarily Satan. I already told you, but now what's your point?
Not necessarily Satan? Well, you just said it was Satan, right? Yeah, now you're changing your own position, saying that it's not Satan?
Essentially, he's like the quote-unquote boss of them, but the magic is done with jinn. But
no, the magic was not done with jinn. It says with the shaitan, and I could prove it, which I already showed you.
Yeah, again, I don't have an issue with that. I just want to read you a narration.
Okay, so if it is from shaitan, okay, which the shaitan is controlling Muhammad, and Muhammad was receiving revelation from Allah. Is that what you're telling me?
Not even controlling. That's not how it works. Because the Prophet, the only thing that happened to him was that he forgot something, or he thought something happened. So it wasn't really controlling. Let me read you this.
Yeah, but he was bewitched for 6 months. Do you agree?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, if he was bewitched for 6 months, that means that he had that demonic spirit within himself for 6 months. That means the shaitan was controlling him for 6 months.
Again, the word control is wrong, because there was nothing happened to the Prophet except for.
Well, it was actually controlling. So if you have that demonic spirit, what does that mean? That means that the Satan is controlling you, yourself.
No, because nothing happened to the Prophet except that he thought something happened.
What does it mean for someone to have that demonic spirit in him?
It means that they're possessed.
They're possessed by who?
By jinn.
By the shaitan, right?
Yeah, jinn.
Okay, no, shaitan it says. It doesn't say jinn. Okay. If they are controlled, if they are possessed by the shaitan, that means that the shaitan has controlled them, right?
No, not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, there's cases where he.
Make it make sense, man. Come on, man. You can't make this. Shut up, Danny. Be honest with yourself. I want you to be honest once in your life, brother. If you are here, watch this, Ennis.
honest, bro.
No, you're not. Watch this, Ennis. If you have been possessed by the Satan, okay,
Yeah.
for 4 or 5 months, is the Satan controlling you?
It depends. What has he done to? Bro, it depends. Like you can be
So,
possessed.
if you have been possessed by the Satan and you have that demonic spirit in you for 4 or 5 months, okay, you don't think that the Satan is controlling you, right?
He can control, but it depends. I already told you. Why are you laughing? Like we're having a conversation.
Because here's the thing. Because here's the thing. That demonic spirit comes from who?
I mean, Satan, of course. He's the one.
Okay, beautiful. That demonic spirit comes from Satan. Who is sending that demonic spirit? Who is in you? It's the Satan, correct? Himself. That means he controls, correct?
Okay, again, when you say control, what do you mean? Like, does he make me do actions? Because the prophet wasn't made to
I'm
do
saying that he's within yourself. He could control you. He could do whatever he wants now because you have that demonic spirit.
He couldn't control the prophet, though.
It doesn't matter. Okay,
so
how do we know? How do we know that he was not controlling the prophet since he was bewitched for 6 months and he had that demonic spirit?
I have evidence right here, Habibi. So it says right here. Let me see. It's in here. I have an answer right here. I'm almost there.
This is crazy, bro. You try to justify the actions are just crazy. I mean, it's insane.
Just give me a second. No. There's no justification needed. It just makes sense.
It's crazy, man.
I'm trying to find it. I just seen it.
You're saying, a person, being demonic possessed, he's bewitched, does not mean that the Satan is controlling him.
Yeah, because
what?
The prophet wasn't
What? Where is the demonic spirit coming from then? From Satan. If the demonic spirit...
One second. The demonic spirit, right? It could have made the prophet... It made the prophet forget something, period. That's all that happened.
How do you know that it made him forget and not to do other stuff? How do you know? Now, if the demonic...
Oh my gosh. Because the author says that's the only thing that happened to him.
Well, that's the author that's saying, okay, what you're actually bringing, okay, but that doesn't mean anything because we know for a fact.
The prophet said
Okay. Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you. Hold on. Let me ask you this question. Okay, do you believe that Satan misleads people and he let them go astray?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I believe he leads people astray, bro.
Okay, since the Satan misleads people and he let them go astray, okay. And Mohammed was bewitched, and not a small magic that was played on him. No, it was one of the khabith magic. Okay, which the worst magic that you could imagine, which demonic spirit, really bad demonic spirit that got into him. Okay, then he thought he was imagining that he has done something, but he didn't do anything. Okay. Now if he was bewitched for 6 months, okay, now that he was being controlled by Satan while he's receiving revelation. What makes you think that he was not being controlled, that he thought that he was doing some other stuff to the point he was not doing some other stuff and he had that demonic spirit? Because we know what the demonic spirit is. When you actually, when you're possessed, a demonic possessed in you, that means you don't believe, that means you're far away from God. Okay. Well, you reject that. What do you mean you reject that? Based on what you reject that?
I reject that proposition.
Huh?
I reject that proposition. I reject that.
You reject that proposition? Oh, okay. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. What was the prophet when he was imagining? What was he thinking?
That he was intimate with his wives.
Huh?
That he was intimate with his wives when he wasn't.
He thought he was having a sexual intercourse with his wives, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Is this from Allah?
Well, what's from Allah?
Is this from Allah? Or is this from Satan?
You're lagging again.
Is this from Allah or from Satan?
What, him thinking that he had intercourse with his wives?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's from the magic.
So that's from the shaitan, right?
Yeah, it's from the magic.
It's from the shaitan, right?
Yes, I'm telling you, it's the magic. Yes.
Okay. Beautiful. Okay, if it is from the shaitan, all right, that he was imagining that he has done something, but he was not doing something. He thought he was having a sexual intercourse with his wife. Okay, but he was not having that, you know. Okay, but then he was possessed for 6 months, straight 6 months. Okay, what makes you think that the shaitan was not controlling him for 6 months? Since he already did it one time, he controlled him one time, and he thought he was doing a sexual intercourse with his wives, but he was not. What makes you think that he was not being controlled for the 6 months?
Okay, because I just said that the messenger of Allah was bewitched until he thought that he had relations with his wives, but he had not relations with them. Sufyan said, this is the worst form of magic when it reaches this stage. So the worst form of magic was him thinking, right? Was him thinking that he slept with his wives when he didn't. And this is a very, very, very minor thing. And we see here, and the Prophet ﷺ says very clearly right here, he says that, وَأَمَّا اللَّهُ فَقَدْ شَفَانِي وَأَكْرَهُ أَنْ أُثِيرَ عَلَى أَحَدٍ مِنَ النَّاسِ شَرًّا.
Okay. When did he do the shafa?
I don't know the exact time period.
You don't know.
Yeah, I don't know the exact time period.
Let me actually remind you. What was the two surahs that was revealed? For what?
Falaq and
Falaq and Nas, right? What was the reason for them?
Because the Prophet ﷺ, he was bewitched.
Okay, did he get the shafa after that surah was revealed? There we go. So after what? After 6 months of him keep imagining whether he did something or not?
Yeah, it only happens once though.
What makes you think that it only happens once? When Allah, if Allah made the shafa to him afterwards,
Bro,
that means it was after 6
I'm
months.
telling you right now, the Athar says that Aisha said, right? The Messenger of Allah was bewitched until he thought he had relations with his wives. So it stopped as soon as he had relations with his wives.
Okay.
So that happened one time.
You're saying, logically speaking,
Also, by the way,
hold on.
By the way, wait. But after we're done with this, I want you to prove to me that Allah is creation. By the way, I'm really interested.
Enters his creation?
Yeah, I'm really interested.
Not a problem. It's okay. We'll get to that. Not a problem. We could definitely get to that and have a conversation regarding that. That's not an issue. But yeah, what I was saying is, I even lost my train of thought. But let me see. What were you saying again?
That this only happened one time.
That's only happened one time. Okay, you're saying that he gave the shafa, which I already asked you. When did he get the shafa? It was when the surahs was revealed, right? Surah Al-Falaq and Nas, that's when he got the shafa. That was what? That was after 6 months. Okay, within 6 months. Now, to come into a conclusion and understand this, that means the Prophet kept imagining that he has done something with his wives for 6 months until he got the shafa. Yeah.
I don't think so. No, I disagree. I can show you how.
What makes you think that you disagree?
Okay, because the Athar says that it only happened one time.
Okay, the Athar says that it only happened one time. That was in regarding one hadith. Does that mean that he didn't do it again?
No, it says that the magic stopped when he was having relations with his wives. So it only happened one time.
Okay, so if the magic stopped, that means it was after 6 months that it stopped, right?
After 6 months, yeah.
Yeah, because he was bewitched for 6 months, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Exactly. That's my point. Again,
what's your point?
Since he was imagining that he has done something, okay, within 6 months, okay, until he got the shafa, which the two surahs that was revealed to him. That was my point.
Habibi, the takhyil or the imagination only happened once, bro.
How do you know that it only happens once? Just because it says within one narration, one narration says it that he was bewitched, and he thought he was imagining something. He says he was bewitched, but once he thought he was imagining something to the point he was not. Okay, that doesn't mean he was not imagining something before that either.
Well, there's no dalil that he was. I have the dalil that says he did it one time. Can you disprove the dalil?
I did actually disprove your dalil. You know how I did actually disprove it? Because of the Prophet was bewitched for 6 months, and the 2 surahs that was revealed to him because of the magic that was played within himself. Okay, that means the Prophet was influenced by Satan. He was demonic possessed by Satan to the point he was, doing satanic stuff.
What? He was not doing satanic stuff.
Wait, what does it mean for a person to be possessed, to be a demonic possessed?
To be possessed?
Or to be a demonic possessed?
Yeah, it means that, it means many things, bro. It doesn't mean one thing. It means that Satan is like a jin's inside of you.
Wait. So basically you're saying that Satan is going to come inside of you and then he's going to play ping pong with you? Wait.
Satan's not the one that goes inside
So
of you.
what's the point, hold on, what's the point of shaitan? To mislead people, correct? To lead them straight, because we know for a fact, according to the Quran, just one second, let me finish my point.
Lead them off the right path.
Just 1 second. Because what did Satan says to Allah? When he did not prostrate to Adam, says, you have misled me, now I will go mislead all mankind. Do you consider a prophet a mankind as well? He is a mankind, of course, exactly. So,
wait, what
so
does mislead
just
here?
1 second. No. 1 second, please.
Oh, you're gonna equivocate, bro.
Just,
I know you are.
No, I'm about to land. I got you. I'm about to land, I
What
promise.
does mislead mean? Can you tell us?
I'm about to land. Trust me. So, since he said that he's going to mislead all mankind, to mislead is to stay away, okay?
To stay away
from believing in Allah.
Oh, there we go.
Hold on, no. Hold on. To stay away from believing in Allah, or for example, you could believe in, or you could believe in Allah, but you don't have faith in you. That means you have been demonic possessed as well. There is two.
If you have no faith in God, then
Hold on. Just 1 second. Okay, let me ask you a question. There is Muslims that believes in Islam, but they don't practice Islam. Does that mean that they're fully Muslims? Does that mean that they're practicing or they have faith?
Oh, a kafir. He's a kafir if he don't pray.
What makes you think? Okay, but he doesn't practice it. He's a Muslim. He's a believer. He believes in Allah. He believes in your prophet, but he doesn't practice it. What makes you think that he's a kafir?
If he doesn't pray, you're saying he doesn't pray, right?
Okay, he doesn't pray, for example.
No.
He prays once in a while. He doesn't pray all the time.
Okay, if he prays once in a while, then he's a Muslim.
If he prays once in a while, that means he's a Muslim.
Yeah, but true means like you.
Okay, let me ask you this question. What if he's demonic possessed? Then, he comes and pray one time. Then he goes again on being demonic possessed. Then he comes back again, you know what I mean, praying. Do you consider him?
Is he demonically possessed when he's praying and doing all of this?
Well, what if he is? Who knows?
No, are you saying he is?
What if he is? What if he is, for example?
If he is, then he's marfu'un ala al-qalam.
Okay, so do you consider him as a believer as well?
Yes, he's marfu'un al-qalam.
Okay, so he's a believer, but yet he is demonic possessed. He goes and pray, then he goes and do such a bad stuff, which we don't know what it is, because obviously, because we know.
You know what that means?
Hold on, just 1 second.
You know what marfu'un al-qalam means?
Hold on.
Okay,
Marfu'an ala al-qalaq. I know what qalaq means, and I know what marfu'. It's been lifted out from being worried. Okay?
Tell me.
I just told you. Okay.
What did you tell me?
Qalaq is worried. Okay.
Qalaq is not worried.
What does qalaq means?
Okay. Marfu'an al-qalam means.
Qalam or qalaq?
Marfu'an al-qalam.
Qalam. I thought you saying qalaq. There is difference between qalaq and qalam. I thought you said qalaq.
What does marfu'an al-qalam mean? Do you know what this means?
Okay, I thought you said qalaq. That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
No.
I thought you said qalaq. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, qalam. What does marfu'an al-qalam mean? Can you tell me?
Go ahead and tell me.
Okay. Marfu'an al-qalam means very clearly, right, that your deeds are not going to be recorded until this period ends.
Your deed was not going to be recorded while you're demonic, while you are already demonic possessed within yourself. Hold on. Just 1 second. When you're demonic possessed, okay, you're telling me, and you do such actions, Allah is still going to forgive you and you're going to be good, right?
Yeah, whatever you do when you're possessed, yeah, you're gonna be forgiven.
Okay, watch this, guys. Watch this. So he's saying basically that if this person is demonic possessed and he goes and pray, for example, but he's demonic possessed and he goes out and sin as much as he wants. He could do adultery and a life and do all of that such act, but he will still be forgiven. Is that what you're telling me?
Is he possessed when this is happening?
Yes.
Okay, if he's possessed and he's being controlled, like you want to say.
That's what I said.
Okay, yeah, it's not his choice.
Is he still going to be? Oh, so you're saying that Allah will forgive him while he's demonic possessed?
He didn't do anything. It's the jinn that's doing it. He has no control.
So if the jinn is controlling him, it's out of his own free will?
No. If the jinn is controlling him, then he has no free will.
Okay.
No.
So if the jinn is controlling him, hold on, watch this, guys. This is the logic behind them. The jinn is controlling him. Not the jinn, sorry, the shaitan, because we can't say a jinn.
It is the jinn. Oh my
the jinn
God.
comes from but specifically a shaitan that misleads. Okay, well, he's a jinn. Yeah, he's from the jinn. I get that, but that's why he's a shaitan right now. Okay, shaitan. Okay, him controlling the person. The person is demonic possessed. Okay, while he goes out, commits adultery, commits everything, Allah will still forgive him. This is the logic behind, you know what I mean, Islam.
So, do you know
but
why?
anyways, Thank you.
Can I finish?
Go ahead and finish, so we could get to
Okay, the person doing this act it's not out of his own free will. It's the jinn's free will, because the jinn's controlling him.
Okay.
Yes.
So the jinn. Okay, since the jinn is controlling him. Okay.
Yes,
Okay. Hold on. And then he goes and pray, correct?
If he prays, then he's not possessed.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. If he's demonic possessed and he goes and pray. If he is demonic possessed and he goes and pray.
That's a contradiction.
That was my whole point.
That's a contradiction.
How is that contradiction?
If you're possessed, you can't pray or even hear the Quran.
If you're possessed, you cannot pray. Who told you that?
Okay, because the jinn, they cannot take the act of worship.
What makes you think that they will not take the act of worship?
I'll tell you.
What makes you think that guy?
Wait. How do you think you do black magic? Do you know how?
Yes.
Okay. I actually don't think you know how. How do you do it?
Yes, I know how to do it. But what is this? Is when you get possessed. Hold on. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Just 1 second.
Can I finish my dalil?
I mean, you're asking a question, but then you want to. But go ahead.
No. You said yes, and I said khalas.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So how you can actually there's a book called Shams al-Ma'arif that I'll teach you, but it's very basic, right? It's very basic. So how do you do black magic? One of the ways is taking the words of God and putting them in filthy spots. Okay, this is one of the biggest dalil one of the biggest dalail that I have for like the jinn. They don't like the act of worship. You can go search up. There's many ahadith books which talk about how to do ruqya. Ruqya, when you read like Quran in someone's ears that's possessed, they become like they sabotage everything. They become crazy. If the Satan comes and whisper in your ear, okay, that's not possession.
That's not a possession.
No.
He comes and whisper in your ear, and then for example, he comes and gets on you. Hold on, just 1 second.
That's not sihr.
Just 1 second. 1 second.
Okay.
1 second. Okay. If you're demonic possessed, okay, does that mean that you have been controlled? Yes or no?
I already answered that question.
No, you're not answering that question because you just changed. Because you just changed your question a little bit ago, and you said, "Yeah, you have been controlled." But then when I bring the example of Mohammed being demonic possessed, and you say no, he hasn't been controlled. So make it make sense. Has he been controlled or he has not been controlled?
How did he get controlled?
How did he get controlled? By that magic, it's a demonic spirit, and he was bewitched for 6 months.
How does that mean he was controlled?
How does he mean that he was controlled? He was controlled by the demonic spirit for 6 months that he was bewitched.
You're repeating the same thing. How was he controlled?
I just told you. I just literally answered you.
So he's being controlled because there was a demonic spirit controlling him. You see the circle?
Yes, because of the
It's
shaitan.
miserable, yes.
Because of the shaitan.
Okay,
What
so
is?
it's
Hold on, no, wait. Where does this demonic spirit comes from? Where does it come from?
The Sahab summoned it.
Where does it come from? Does it come from the shaitan?
No. Didn't beget.
He changed his answer 3-4 times. Watch this, guys. I'm about to bury him right now. He wants to act the way that he wants to. No, hold on. Take it easy, please.
Yeah, he was summoned.
No. Don't run from this point. I want you to stick to this point.
I'm doing everything but
Shut up. Let's stay to this point because now you're gonna get it. Okay. According to the book of commentary ابن حجر العسقلاني من فتح الباري saying السحر الذي هو من تأثيرات الأرواح الخبيثة. What is the تأثيرات الأرواح الخبيثة?
It means like it's from the khubathat, the bad things, the really bad things.
Where does this come from?
The act?
No. Where does the أرواح الخبيثة come from?
أرواح الخبيثة, like what do you mean by come from? Like beget or what? Like,
where does the أرواح الخبيثة come from? Where does the demonic spirits come from?
Like, is that what you're asking? Do they beget?
I'm asking you a question. Answer the question, please. Where does
I don't understand your question.
The question is, where does أرواح الخبيثة comes from?
I don't understand your question. You repeating it doesn't help me
understand. He doesn't understand my question, guys. الأرواح الخبيثة, does not understand where they come from. It's a simple question that I'm asking. Where does these spirits come from?
الخبيثة are summoned by the person who's doing the sihr.
Where do they come from?
I just answered you.
أرواح الخبيثة, what are these souls? What are these spirits from what?
These souls are summoned by those doing the magic.
But where do they come from? So you're telling me that the magic just happened out of nowhere? There is no one on top of that magic?
You're asking me how they're born?
Huh?
You're asking me how they're born. Is that what you're asking?
I'm saying where do they come from? Where do they? Who controls them? Who controls أرواح الخبيثة? Who controls أرواح الخبيثة?
Who controls them?
Yes, who controls the أرواح الخبيثة? That's not a different. It's the same topic.
You asked me where they came from, and now who controls them? Shaitan controls them.
Shaitan controls them. Where do they come from again? So if Shaitan controls these أرواح الخبيثة, where do they come from?
Like who begot them? What are you talking about?
Where do they come from? Yes, who begets them? Yes, Ya Allah.
Oh, who begets them? Other gens, bro. You know there was gens alive with Satan, like older than him.
Okay, listen. This guy cannot stick to one answer. He changed his position 3-4 times. So hold on. Shaitan controls these أرواح الخبيثة, right?
Yeah, he controls them.
Okay. If Shaitan controls these أرواح الخبيثة, that means if Shaitan controls these أرواح الخبيثة, that means Shaitan is the boss of the jinns, right?
Yeah, he's the boss. Yeah, he's the highest of the
hierarchy. He is the highest hierarchy of the jinns. There we go. Now we got to the point.
Hierarchy. He's on the top
now,
of the hierarchy.
Beautiful. Now we got into the point. الأرواح الخبيثة, we know, that they've been controlled by who?
They're controlled by Satan.
By Shaitan. Now, did Muhammad have that, أرواح الخبيثة? Was it in him?
Was it in him? Yeah, he was possessed. I already told you that.
Okay, so since the أرواح الخبيثة was in Muhammad,
they don't have to be in Muhammad to be possessed. Like they could be.
That's what it says. That's no.
Yeah.
That's what it says. It says the أرواح الخبيثة was inside of Muhammad.
Yeah, sure. What's the issue?
Beautiful. Since the أرواح الخبيثة was inside of Muhammad, what were they doing? Were they? Oh, you know what, Enes? Were they playing ping pong, or were they playing like PlayStation, PS5, like FIFA 15 or FIFA 24, or what were they doing? Can you tell us, please? Explain this stuff.
They were trying their hardest to make him become the sur and to give him consequences.
They were trying hard, but yes. What was happening during that time?
During what time? During the bewitchment?
Did they become successful?
No, not really.
Not really?
No, because all they did was make him like think something that didn't happen.
Oh, so hold on. If they can,
hold on. Something crazy to you.
But hold on. If they made him imagine that he has done a sexual intercourse with his wives, but then he thought, hold on, just one second.
That was the strongest sihr.
Let me
And that
finish.
was
Just let me finish, bro.
this is a terrible argument.
If they're gonna make him, okay, imagine that he has done something which he did not. They're gonna, imagine him done a sexual intercourse with his wife, but he did not. Did they succeed by possessing him, by getting into him? Yes or no?
Jinn can get into anyone.
But did they succeed? Yes or no?
Did they succeed by getting into him?
By playing in his mind, by getting into him.
Yeah, if you think that's successful, then I guess. But they didn't do anything to him except make him forget something or make him remember, imagine something. If that's successful to you,
wait. So you're saying if they made him, okay, imagine that he was doing a sexual intercourse, but in the fact that he was not. Did they get into him? Did they succeed? Did they succeed?
Yeah.
So if they succeed, okay, thank you so much. That's it. That's all I needed. That means the point is that the demonic spirits, the shaitan, did control Muhammad by him letting Muhammad imagining that he has done something, that he has done a sexual intercourse with his wives, but in the fact that he didn't. Thank you so much.
Well, actually, the shaitan's not giving the amr for that.
Thank you. Yeah, but the arwah al-khabitha comes from the shaitan, right? I mean, the shaitan controls them, correct?
And the sihr itself, no. I never.
No. I'm not talking about the sihr. I'm talking about the demonic spirits, which is arwah al-khabitha.
In general,
arwah al-khabitha, yeah, that was the.
Yeah, in general, yeah, they're controlled, but in sihr, no, the shaitan doesn't control them.
Yeah, the arwah al-khabitha has been controlled by the shaitan.
Yeah, the sahar is the one that tells them what to do to the person.
Yeah, but the shaitan controls them, correct?
Generally, yeah.
Exactly. Thank you. So the shaitan controls them. He is the boss of them.
Yeah,
okay.
I told you. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you. So this topic is over. Just give me 1 second. أنا بس خلص YouTube. All right, guys. I guess we came into an end, and I'm talking about obviously on YouTube. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up on YouTube. Appreciate you guys for coming up. May the true living God always bless you guys. And I'm gonna see you guys on the next live. God bless.